Everything you ever wanted to know about exponents, part 2. Exponents can be integers. Remember in part 1, the last thing we did was simplify x squared over x to the third. There were two different ways we could do it. One way was to multiply x squared out as x times x to the third as x times x, cancel, simplify to get 1 over x. The other way was to subtract the top exponent minus the bottom exponent. We got x to the negative 1. We came to the conclusion that 1 over x must be the same as x to the negative 1. Now we are no longer just dealing with exponents that are counting numbers. Now, with an exponent of negative 1, we are expanding exponents to include all integers. Let's take a look at another problem where we get another exponent that is not a counting number. What happens if you simplify x to the third divided by x to the third? Well, you can subtract the exponents. You get x to the 3 minus 3, and you get x to the 0. But we already know x to the third over x to the third is equal to 1. Therefore, x to the 0 means the same thing as 1. Okay, well, let's take a look at what 1 over x squared means. Well, we can write it as x to the 0, since x to the 0 is the same thing as 1, over x squared. Subtract the exponents. X to the 0 minus 2 is equal to x to the negative 2. Once you're convinced of this, you don't have to go through all that work. You can just say 1 over x to the 7th is equal to x to the negative 7, or 1 over x to the p is equal to x to the negative p. Here's a little fraction review. When you multiply fractions, say 3 over 1 times 1 over 2, you multiply the top, you multiply the bottom. So 3 over 2 can also be written as 3 over 1 times 1 over 2, or 3 times 1 over 2. Similarly, 4 over x to the third can be written as 4 times 1 over x to the third. That means it's possible to rewrite 4 over x to the third as 4 times x, as 4 times 1 over x to the third, which can then be rewritten as 4 times x to the negative 3. So 8 over x can be written as 8 times 1 over x, or 8 times x to the negative 1. 5 over 4x to the 6th is 5 over 4 x to the negative 6th. And I'll give you a few for you to do on your own.